Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria, born on December 18, 1863, in Graz, Austria, was a pivotal figure in European history whose life and untimely death played a significant role in triggering World War I. Known for his complex personality, ambitious pursuits, and desire for political reform, Franz Ferdinand's life story is a blend of personal aspirations, dynastic obligations, and a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape. Born into the prestigious House of Habsburg, he was the eldest son of Archduke Karl Ludwig and Princess Maria Annunziata. Raised within the austere grandeur of the Austro Hungarian imperial court, he received a comprehensive education that delved into history, politics, and military affairs. This upbringing equipped him with a deep understanding of the intricacies of statecraft, diplomacy, and the challenges faced by a multi-ethnic empire. Of great significance in his formative years was his uncle, Emperor Franz Joseph I, who not only served as a vital mentor but also exemplified the complexities of governance. Franz Ferdinand's keen observations of his uncle's attempts to manage internal ethnic tensions and external power dynamics left an imprint on his own political philosophy. Young Franz's embrace of a military career at a young age was marked by his determined ascent within the Austro-Hungarian army. He was propelled by a genuine passion for the art of warfare that transcended his aristocratic standing. Displaying an aptitude for grasping the intricacies of modern combat, he pursued a rigorous military education that exposed him to the evolving nature of warfare. What set Franz Ferdinand apart was his visionary approach to the military's future. With a keen eye on technological advancements, he fervently advocated for the integration of cutting-edge weaponry like machine guns and artillery, recognizing their transformative potential on the battlefield. His insights extended beyond equipment, encompassing strategic doctrines that emphasized agility, flexibility, and combined arms tactics, attributes crucial in the changing landscape of warfare. Franz Ferdinand's reformist tendencies and progressive ideas were a departure from the conservatism prevailing within the military establishment. His pursuit of modernization and innovation marked him as a forward-thinking leader who dared to challenge conventional norms. His efforts to bridge the gap between tradition and transformation positioned him as a trailblazer, earning him a reputation for both his visionary outlook and strategic acumen. In the year 1900, a significant chapter unfolded in Franz Ferdinand's life as he entered into matrimony with Countess Sophie Chotek. This union, however, encountered formidable obstacles due to Sophie's non-royal lineage, and the ensuing journey of their relationship epitomized the triumph of love and determination against societal norms and class distinctions. The entrenched norms of aristocracy, with its emphasis on lineage and status, collided with the audacious choice Franz Ferdinand had made in selecting a life partner. The initial resistance stemmed from the fear that such a marriage might undermine the sanctity of the royal bloodline, and the delicate balance of power within the empire. However, the couple's affection for each other and their unyielding commitment proved more powerful than the constraints imposed by tradition. Their bond was a testament to their shared values and deep emotional connection, transcending the societal chasm that separated their backgrounds. In the face of adversity, their love emerged as a beacon of hope and resilience, navigating the stormy waters of courtly disapproval to solidify their union. Nonetheless, the marriage came with a caveat that bore substantial political weight. Due to Sophie's non-royal lineage, the marriage was classified as morganatic, a term steeped in historical significance. This designation meant that Sophie and their offspring would be denied the customary titles, privileges, and rights associated with royal birthright. While Franz Ferdinand's personal choice was honored, this arrangement symbolized the complex intertwining of personal desires and political exigencies. The morganatic marriage underscored Franz Ferdinand's increasing detachment from the imperial court and its entrenched traditions. His determination to uphold his love for Sophie meant sacrificing certain privileges and distancing himself from the inner circles of power. This growing divide between Franz Ferdinand and the conservative establishment marked the trajectory of his evolving worldview, shaped by his personal convictions and the tension between tradition and modernity. In his position as the heir to the illustrious Austro-Hungarian throne, Franz Ferdinand wielded a distinctive influence over the empire's intricate political landscape. His role as a potential future monarch endowed him with a rare platform to shape the destiny of a sprawling multi-ethnic realm, laden with diverse cultures, languages, and aspirations. A hallmark of Franz Ferdinand's visionary outlook was his fervent advocacy for federalism, a bold and progressive concept that sought to redefine the empire's very foundation. Fueled by a deep understanding of the simmering nationalist tensions and ethnic divisions festering within the Austro Hungarian territories, he envisioned a radical transformation. At the heart of Franz Ferdinand's federalist vision lay the recognition of the need to grant greater autonomy to the many different nationalities that composed the empire. He perceived that affording these distinct groups a measure of self-governance and cultural preservation could alleviate the pressure valves of nationalism and ethnic strife. This insightful approach aimed to address the undercurrents of discontent and harness the diverse strengths of the empire's constituent parts. The fateful day of June 28, 1914, forever etched a tragic chapter into history as Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his beloved wife met a violent end during a visit to Sarajevo, Bosnia. As their motorcade wound its way through the bustling city, tensions hung thick in the air. The region was a melting pot of nationalist fervor and political unrest, and the Archduke's visit had sparked a mix of anticipation and dissent. Franz Ferdinand's reformist ideas and aspirations for a more inclusive Austro-Hungarian Empire had not endeared him to all, particularly to those who sought a radically different future. In the midst of this charged atmosphere, a young man named Gavrilo Princip, a member of the nationalist group known as the Black Hand, lay in wait. Armed with a Browning pistol and fueled by a zealous desire for Serbian independence, Princip had joined fellow conspirators in a plot to assassinate the Archduke. As the motorcade proceeded along its route, fate intervened. A wrong turn brought the Archduke's vehicle onto a side street where Princip, remarkably, stood waiting. Seizing his chance, Princip fired 2 shots. The first struck Sophie in the abdomen, and the second found its mark in Franz Ferdinand's neck. The shocking crack of gunfire shattered the tranquility, and chaos erupted as the royal couple slumped in their seats. Both Franz Ferdinand and Sophie were rushed to hospital, but they succumbed to their injuries en route. The news of the assassination spread like wildfire, sending shockwaves across Europe. The incident ignited an intricate web of diplomatic tensions and military mobilizations that would soon plunge the continent into the darkness of World War I. In the wake of the assassination, the Austro-Hungarian Empire issued an ultimatum to Serbia, an act of diplomatic escalation that crystallized the long-standing animosities between the two nations. As the ultimatum escalated into a cascade of events, other powers swiftly aligned themselves with their respective allies, leading to the rapid mobilization of military forces across the continent. The culmination of these mounting tensions and aggressive moves culminated in the outbreak of World War I, a conflagration that engulfed the globe in one of the deadliest conflicts in history. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand was a stark illustration of the intricate interplay between individual actions and global consequences. His death was the catalyst that plunged the world into a vortex of violence and upheaval, underscoring the profound impact that seemingly isolated events can have on shaping the destiny of nations and the course of history. Thanks for joining us. Remember to subscribe for more fascinating biographies.